As the millions of ballots cast across Russia were counted, it was clear there would be no surprises.
Putin. Putin.
Vladimir Putin appeared to win by a landslide. 3 others might have been on the ballot, but from the beginning it was understood this election was about giving Putin a 5th term as president. There were some small signs of dissent in Russia. Before opposition leader Alexei Navalny died in an Arctic prison last month, he urged people to turn out at polling stations en masse at noon. His widow, Yulia Navalnaya, did. After hours waiting to vote in Berlin, she wrote her husband's name on top of her ballot. In his victory speech, Putin acknowledged for the first time that he agreed to release Navalny in a prisoner exchange shortly before his death. But things happen, he said. There's nothing you can do about it. Beside a memorial for Navalny in London, people protested, while across the street, some of the 2 million Russians living abroad lined up to cast their ballots. This was the scene outside of a Russian embassy in London. People came from all across the UK. Many waited for hours just to vote in an election that they don't believe in.
I think I'll vote against everybody because I don't have an option that I can vote for, that I would like to vote for. So.
Security was stepped up in many places ahead of the vote. In Moldova, the authorities say someone threw a petrol bomb at the Russian embassy. In Perm, Russia, there are reports that somebody set off a firework at a polling station. Russia's government said it launched more than 60 criminal cases during the vote, and some are anxious about what could come next.
Military authorities of Russia, they will try to provide new offense on Ukraine during this summer, and to do this, they need new military mobilization.
Putin is billing his victory as proof that the Russian public trusts him and the direction he's taking the country in.
Breyer, what else did Putin have to say?
Well, Ian, Putin said that the country needed to make the military stronger, and he talked about the need to consolidate Russian society. Now, he was asked about Navalny by an NBC journalist, and he did acknowledge that there was a prisoner exchange in the works. And he also mentioned Navalny by name, which he never does. He was also asked about those protests where people spoiled their ballots. He decried that as illegal and said there could be consequences.
Breyer Stewart in London.